and today I'll be discussing about the topic gyro compass. I have prepared this video lecture which strictly adheres on how the gyro compass function and how the gyroscopic properties are used in the instruments. Also, we will see the practical aspects of a gyro compass in the aviation field. I'll be starting my video lecture with a history of gyro compass, followed by the introduction of the gyro compass and its basic construction. And further, I'll take the complete lecture with the help of a video and a plane cutout. I am confident that my video lecture will provide a clear insight on how the gyro compass work in an aircraft. History of gyro compass started in the mid to late 1800s. The first model was created by the French inventor Jean-Bernard Léon Foucault in 1852. After it followed several failed attempts in the form of gyrostat made by mathematical physicist and engineer William Thomson. In 1880, Arthur Curbe's early gyro compass enabled French submarine ability to travel automatically in a straight line. The first patent for the working model of gyro compass was awarded to Marinus Gerardus van den Bos in 1885. After a period of testing, his device was successfully integrated into the German Imperial Navy in 1908. US ships quickly adopted the gyro compass that were produced by the Elmer Ambrose Perry, who patented his design in 1908. Here I will be explaining the construction of a gyro compass first. The purpose of showing this slide is because it will help in understanding the definition of gyro compass. Since gyro compass is a device built to use the effect of a gyroscopic property. As you can see in the figure, there is an inner wheel, the yellow colored wheel, which is pivoted with the inner gimbal. As you can see, this green is the inner gimbal and the wheel of mass m is pivoted on an inner gimbal. And let's say the rotation of the axis is x-axis. Let's say this axis is an x-axis. This wheel is motorized and rotate at very high RPM. The inner gimbal is again pivoted with the outer gimbal at 90 degrees. As you can see in the figure, this inner gimbal, green gimbal, is pivoted to the outer gimbal, the pinkish gimbal, at 90 degree angle to the previous axis. And let's say the rotation of axis of this green gimbal is y-axis for easy understanding. The outer gimbal, the pinkish gimbal, is further pivoted to the frame as shown, this point and this point, which is 90 degree to both the pivot discussed before. This is 90 degree to this and this axis and this axis, and we consider the rotation of this axis is the z-axis. So when we use the gyroscope of a gyro compass, since this is a diagram of a gyroscope and the same gyroscope is installed in a gyro compass, the axis of the wheel, that is the x-axis, which is rotating at a very high RPM, is calibrated and made parallel to the axis of the spin of the earth. Because of the phenomenon of the rigidity and precision, the gyroscope always indicates true north. We'll be discussing more about the properties, phenomena of rigidity and precision in the later slide with the aid of a video. Now if we define a gyro compass is a device built to use the effect of the gyroscopic property of rigidity and precision. It is a non-magnetic compass in which the direction of true north is maintained by a continuously driven gyroscope whose axis is parallel to the Earth's axis of rotation, as we had discussed in the previous slide. We can also define it as a compass consisting of a motor-operated gyroscope whose rotating axis kept in a horizontal plane takes a position parallel to the axis of the Earth's rotation and thus point to the geographical north pole instead of a magnetic pole. One biggest advantage of a gyro compass is that they are unaffected by a ferromagnetic material. I will be explaining further with the help of a video. Now as we have seen in the slides of the basic construction of a gyroscope, here also, except the outer frame or the z-axis pivoted gimbal, we have a mass of mass m, as you have seen with the arrow, pivoted with the inner gimbal, and say the rotation of axis of this gimbal of this mass is x-axis, and the inner gimbal is pivoted with the outer gimbal on an axis perpendicular to the wheel axis, and let's say that axis is an y-axis. Now since the mass is rotating on the x-axis, any disturbance given on the axis perpendicular to it makes the gyroscope shows the property of rigidity. As you can see in the video, we are rotating the outer gimbal, but the inner gimbal or the axis of the mass is undisturbed. Property of rigidity states that the axis of rotation or the spin axis of the gyro wheel tends to remain in the fixed direction in space if no force is applied to it. Here we can see we are not disturbing the axis of rotation of the wheel. Thus any change in the direction on another axis will not affect the wheel axis, and it is always pointing in the same direction. Another point to notice is that while manufacturing or calibration of the gyro compass, the rotational axis means this axis is made parallel to the axis of rotation of Earth. In simple language, this axis is made pointed towards the true north. Now I'll be explaining with the help of a plane cutout. I have made this plane cutout for an easy understanding. Let's say the aircraft is heading in this direction, and let's say this is an x direction, and a perpendicular direction is the y direction. I have taken another stick with some mass, and let's say this is a wheel axis of a gyroscope of a gyro compass which is used in this aircraft. Now since this is a gyroscope of a gyro compass, the axis is always pointed towards north. Let's say the aircraft is heading towards north, and this is the position. Aircraft is also heading towards north, and since this is a gyroscope of a gyro compass, it is calibrated towards north, and the rotation, and it is rotating like this. For an instance, aircraft is taking a left turn. Due to the property of rigidity of a gyroscope, as we have already discussed before, this will remain in this position pointing towards north while the aircraft is turning towards left or right. Or we can say the offset between this axis, that is the wheel axis of a gyroscope which is pointing towards north, and the heading of the aircraft, the angle between them or the offset between them is what is shown in the gyroscopic compass.